Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. What's up, you guys? I'm home at Tell. I went to Mom and Dad's house, and I'm going to be straight up with you guys. Like, I fell asleep. I was so tired. So my stomach's just been cramping really, really bad. So I just kind of chilled over there and relaxed and tried to just kind of, chill. Hey, Lisa. So I thought what I could do is come on and we could do like a quick, just a bedtime kind of meditation, and then I'm going to go to sleep. Meditation reading. I hope you guys all had a great Saturday. I had a good time. It's just one of those Saturdays where I'm like, bleh, you know what I mean? So it's all good in the hood. I made a quick little like recorded video, but it's like, it's just a chill video. I think I'm going to take like a week off from uploading because I've just been like, I don't know. I want to pray about some stuff and kind of like just get myself refocused, because I kind of feel like I'm off focus a little bit. Sometimes that happens, you know? Yeah, it rained here too, and I was just like, bedtime meditation. It was raining on the way to my mom's house, and it was like, I hate when it rains because I do not like I don't like the roads being slick or anything like that. Like, I freak out, you guys. I have a lot of anxiety centered around the car because I've had a lot of really bad accidents to, you know. Hey, Rob, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How are you doing, hun? Okay, so I want to read this to you guys, and sometimes it can be difficult to fall asleep. As soon as your head hits the pillow, your mind seems to be switched into overdrive. Don't panic. It happens to the best of us, and everyone deserves a lovely night's sleep. With this blissful and soothing meditation music, you'll be transported to the land of dreams before you know it, so you can find rest, relaxation, and peace. So do you guys listen to, if you go on YouTube, they have like waterfall running waters that are live with the music. I listen to those every single night to go to bed. Every single night. And the day thoughts. Okay. Hey, Courtney. So, not only is it important to start the day in a good way, but it's even more important to end your day on a good note. When you go to bed and you sleep, you guys, you have better mood, you improve your memory, you have clearer thinking, better weight control, and stronger immunity. What can we do to end our day in a good way and have a good night's sleep? So, always remember to fall asleep with a dream and wake up with a purpose. I like that. Always remember to fall asleep with a dream and wake up with a purpose. So that's one of the main things that helps me throughout my day, you guys, to like have a positive day, is that I have a mission. When I wake up, I'm like, okay, I've got to go to work, I've got to raise my son, and then I got to get home so I can help my people. Number 1, end the day with some positive thoughts. As I've mentioned in the post before, thoughts are everything. So thinking of something positive, something nice that makes us feel good, can help us sleep. If our mind is still active and goes from one thought to another, we should avoid thinking about negative things that can create some bad feelings. Sometimes it's easier said than done, especially if we have a bad day. In that case, we need to remind ourselves that tomorrow is going to be better, and we are going to have another opportunity to get it right. There is no point to keep thinking and dwelling in negative situations. Nothing is going to change. We need to take a break from it, put whatever went bad in a box, close the lid, and close the lid, and opening again when we have to deal with it again. Concentrating on living in the present can help us to detach ourselves from any situation that happened during the day. Now we need some positive thoughts so we can have a good night's sleep. So, not bringing what happened during the day that's negative. If you have been having drama, if you have been having arguments with your family members, or a fight with your husband or wife, or your children have been driving you insane, when you go to bed at night, don't carry that into the bed with you. Take it, put it in a box, and leave it there for tomorrow, and you can deal with it tomorrow. But when you're going to sleep, try to go to sleep with a clear mind. That way you can have a really good, rejuvenating sleep. If for the day ahead we have some challenging situations to deal with, let's try to think of something else. And if we find it difficult, then we can try to imagine how we will feel when we have solved our problems. Oh, I will feel wonderful. We need to remember that it is useless to worry. Apprehension does not change the situation or the outcome of what may occur tomorrow. Instead, it makes us weaker. So we need to think of something else, of course, something that makes us feel good, so tomorrow we'll feel good and strong to deal with any situation. Worry doesn't take away tomorrow's trouble. It takes away today's peace. Oh, I like that. So you guys know how I always talk about gratitude. So this says, gratitude is the key to happiness. We need to be grateful, no matter how bad our day was. We have had the good fortune to live another day. We should never forget that someone somewhere else is desperately fighting for theirs. Number 2, practice some breathing exercises. When we are lying in bed, in order to relax our body and our mind, we can also do simple breathing exercises such as the one I talked about in blah, 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 blah. As an addition to relax our muscles, we can do a simple exercise starting from the feet to get up to the head. We can concentrate on every single part of our body for a few minutes. So the feet, legs, torso, and arms, neck, and finishing with our head. In doing so, we help our muscles to relax, and we feel our body relaxed as it is melting into our bed. Number 3, practice some meditation. If our mind is still agitated because we have one of those days and some thoughts just don't stop buzzing in our mind, then meditation can be beneficial. So, why is meditation so important and why it can help us to feel happier? According to some statistics. Okay, so meditation is free, it's powerful, and it can be practiced by anyone, everywhere, is extremely beneficial, and can help us to feel happier. So, basically what I'm learning from this, you guys, is that I don't need to carry all that bullshit from the day into my nightly sleep pattern with me, right? So, like, if you're fighting with your best friend, or you had an argument with your husband, or you're just not feeling good, like, let's try to get ourselves on a nice, even keel when we go to sleep. Let's think of all the things that we have to be grateful for. Like this said, like, there's so many people out there that are in active addiction that are struggling right now, that have nowhere to sleep, that have nowhere to go, who maybe they are, sick, they have no more dope, they're just feeling like shit, and they're at the end of their rope. So for all of us that are able to sit here and watch TV and have internet and have, YouTube going on and have houses and food in our stomachs, like, just the fact that I was able to, like, go and drive up to my mom's, hey mom, go drive to my parents' house today and see my parents. It's like, grateful for that. I'm grateful today to be able to, do things that I normally wouldn't have done when I was in my active addiction, because one, I wouldn't have thought of that. I wasn't like, oh yeah, let me go hang out with my parents today because I'm so out of my mind, And so, I had fun, Mom. My mom made Italian pasta with sausage and meatballs and Italian bread. Oh, so good, you guys. So, instead of carrying, negativity and just having a bad day, try to go to sleep with positivity and positive thinking, right? Positive thoughts. Even if, I don't care what you say, there's got to be one thing that you can find positive in your life, right? Hey, Shelly. And listen, if you are like, listen, okay, I understand like feeling like everything's falling around you, right? But if you're still breathing and you're sitting, here able to watch a YouTube video, then that's a positive, okay? So if that's all you have to focus on, then focus on that. Another day, I have a bed to lay in. Like, sometimes we just have to get down to that simple kind of shit. Like, I have a bed to sleep in. You guys, I remember a time where I was sleeping on a metal rack, okay? And that's all I had to sleep on, And I had this wool Arkansas State cover that was like itchy as hell, right? It was awful. Right. We always have an opportunity to make a change. As long as we still have breath in our lungs, you guys, and a heartbeat, we can wake up the next day and we can do better than we did the day before. You know what? And that's kind of how I have to start I have to start thinking that, having that attitude towards my eating habits. Like, okay, so yeah, I totally partied at my mom's house today and ate everything in sight. But tomorrow I'm going to do better, right? I can't have this state where I'm like, oh, I screwed up. Might as well not do anything now. And that's the same way it is recovery. If you're recovering from the disease of addiction and you're kind of having a wobbly time, maybe you're not staying sober, maybe you're falling off every couple of days. Instead of like beating yourself up, you got to get back on the horse the next day and say, okay, today I'm going to stay sober. Today I'm going to do better. It's easy to talk down to ourselves. It's easy because a lot of times that's what we're used to doing, is being negative and telling ourselves that we're not worth anything and we're not good enough and we're never going to get sober. I'm never going to get this. Instead of, picking on yourself, instead of beating yourself down, I want to challenge you to build yourself up, because that's something that I never did. I would never talk good about myself. I always was like, oh, I'm so fat. I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty. I'm never going to find a man, blah, blah, blah. And now it's like, no wonder I wasn't finding those things. No wonder I wasn't obtaining the things that I was wanting, because I was telling myself I wasn't going to. I was defeating myself before I even had the chance to try, And that goes with a whole bunch of things. Like, you're not a failure. You're not good enough. You're not trying. You haven't even put one foot in front of the other. So instead of totally taking yourself out of the race before you even start, like, get back up and get on track. It's too easy, you guys, to give up and just stop trying, right? That's what we've always done. We've always gone back to drugs or always gone back to alcohol. I'm telling you, like, you might not get sober on your first try, because I didn't. I wish everybody got sober on their first try. Damn, that would be amazing. But that's just not how it worked out for me. It took me so many tries. Yeah, Shelly, it really does take a long time for you to forgive yourself. Because what happens, when we're in active addiction, we're like, why are you holding this against me, But then when we see how long, how all the things that we were doing in our active addiction, now we kind of can see, now that we're sober, we can look back and we go, no wonder everybody was upset with me, because they were slowly watching me kill myself, And now today, you guys, we can be better people. Like, I still struggle with my mind and forgiving myself, how I was with my son when I was pregnant, and, how I was with certain friends of mine whenever I was in active addiction, how I was with my parents and my sisters. But going back into that old past and thinking about, oh, I wasn't there, or I wasn't the sister I could have been. Well, talking about that isn't going to make me the sister. It's not going to change the fact that I was a shitty daughter for a while. It's not going to change the fact that I was a shitty sister. The only thing I can do now is show by my actions that I'm changing. And see, that's the key. We can talk about how we've changed to everybody and their mother, but until people start in us doing the change, being the change. Okay, so don't talk about it, be about it. Be the change that you want to be in you. I'm telling you, like, for so long, I would like project things and make and say, oh, I'm going to be different this time, or I am being the change today. You know, coming on my channel and uploading every day, that's a consistency for me. That's something that I'm proving to myself that I can stay consistent and I can stay on track. You know, because when I was in active addiction, I wasn't consistent. I wasn't on track. I was a wreck. I didn't do anything. Okay, so this is all like me being the change, okay? I'm showing myself like I can change. I'm doing it. I am in action. I'm not talking about what I'm going to do anymore. I'm doing it, you know? And that's the point we all have to get to, is where we're not even talking about it anymore. We're living it. We're doing it. So I just wanted to come on and kind of hype you guys up before you get to bed. And get you guys all positive and thinking about how tomorrow we're going to start action, okay? We're not going to talk about it anymore. We're going to start doing things to change our lives, okay? Whether that means, you know, reading our step study every morning, or doing our meditations in the morning, or if we're doing our prayers like we said we were going to, praying in the morning, praying at night. You know, we have to start taking action, because when you're getting sober and you're staying sober, like I said, it's all fine and well to want it and to think about it and to say, I'm going to do this. But it's like taking the action and doing it is when things start. You know what I'm saying? Oh, girl, I hope you feel better. Go take some Excedrin migraine, or drink some coffee. That really helps me out a lot. We have to start taking action, you guys, because what happens is we get complacent when we're just talking about stuff. So we're going to start taking action. Maybe what I was thinking about we can start doing, you guys, is like, I don't know, I really want to do some, so I'm figuring out how to get somebody on a split screen with me on my channel. And then I'm going to have people on the channel, and we're going to be talking, me and somebody else, and it's fixing to start popping off. So I cannot wait to have a split screen, and then me and somebody else will be up here, and I can have a different person on every week, and we're going to have so much fun. So I figured it out on Hangouts. So now all I got to do is find somebody that wants to do it with me. Oh, I'll go watch it after I get off here, girl. I haven't watched, you know, I was at my mom's house today, you guys, and I really didn't watch that much YouTube. Well, that's a lie. We watched True Crime Daily on my mom's TV. But also, one more thing before I go. I just watched Anne of Green Gables on my mom's, at my mom's house, and it was so good. Like the series on Netflix. I love that. But you guys, my mom, that's my mom, Gina. So she's always popping in and checking in with us and making sure we're all doing okay. But we all just got to keep pushing forward, you guys. Don't get discouraged. Just remember how blessed we all are. We are all so very blessed. And if you don't feel like that, I promise, listen, your time's coming up. Just keep on the path. Keep pushing forward. Keep doing your recovery. Keep staying sober, okay? I love you guys. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go wash this makeup off, and I'm going to cuddle up with Neil and Nate. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.